Bash in Berlin has the potential to be a phenomenal show, but also has the potential to be a major letdown. So far this year, we've had amazing international PLEs like Backlash in Lyon, France. We've had Saudi shows for years. They come and go on whether or not they've been good, we'll say. Clash at the Castle, Scotland, which was amazing. We had Money in the Bank was in Canada, so it was technically international, but it wasn't like the European things that we've been getting with Clash of the Castle, Backlash. But we've been getting some amazing international shows, and this has the potential to do the same. But I'm also worried that it has spoiled us to expecting the same. Looking at the card, we have 5 really good matches, half fairly predictable, half potentially unpredictable card. So let's just jump right into it. Let's talk about it and let's see what we think, yeah? So, let's start off with the women's tag team title match. The current champions, the Unholy Union, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, defending those titles against Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Safe money says take Bianca and Jade. I'm going to take the Unholy Union. I think that they're a real tag team. I think they're an established tag team. I think they deserve these tag team titles. I think that it's more interesting with them having the tag team titles. And I want them to hold on to them for at least a little bit longer. I don't know if you have Blair Davenport come out and then Naomi come out, and maybe Naomi accidentally distracts Bianca or Jade or something. But by hook or crook, I think the Unholy Union needs to win here, which probably just means Bianca and Jade will. But I'm going to take the Unholy Union because they should win. I genuinely think that the Unholy Union should retain. They just won the titles a couple months ago. These women's tag team titles get tossed around way too much. They're the only title that doesn't seem to stay on the same person or people for more than 2 months at a time. Since WrestleMania, we've had 1 world championship change, 1 intercontinental championship change, 1 United States championship change, 2 tag team championship changes. No, 1 on Raw and 2 on SmackDown. Not a lot of title changes happening, whereas the women's tag team titles, they go back and forth, left and right. And I don't want that anymore. Let's move on to the other tag team match we have on the card, a mixed tag team match where representing the Judgment Day, Liv Morgan, the women's world champion, and Dirty Dominic Mysterio will be facing off against the Terror Twins, which is a fantastic name, Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest. I think everybody's going to feel like this is an easy choice to take Priest and Rhea here. I don't necessarily disagree that it would be a safe pick, but I think that they're going to try and extend this feud as long as possible. I think that if you have Rhea and Priest win, 1, it diminishes Dom, which we're trying to build Dom up. Doesn't make sense to do that. Rhea gets a win over Liv. She should get a title match next pay-per-view, which would be Bad Blood, and that wouldn't be a horrible thing, but I think they're going to try and stretch this feud all the way to Mania. I think there's a chance Rhea wins the Rumble again and goes after Liv, and we get Liv Rhea at Mania. Rhea gets another big Mania moment, winning her title back. I think that's the story we want to tell. Originally, before Rhea got hurt, I thought we were going to tell it the other way, where Liv was going to win the Rumble, but I think she'll be champion going into Mania at this point, which is another long title reign, but it's okay. Long title reigns aren't bad as long as the stories are good along the way, and I think the story here requires Liv and Dom to defeat Rhea and Priest in order to maintain their momentum and really start to build the foundation for this new Judgment Day to be capable of winning matches. After that, we've got CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, the sequel, in a strap match. I think this match highly lends itself to Drew McIntyre. He's the bigger, the stronger, the powerhouse between the two. But that makes me think Punk should figure out a way to power through and win. Also, again, we talked about it a little bit earlier, but Bad Blood is the next pay-per-view. And if we want to get them to that cycle, then we need to have the series kind of tie up. And that would be by doing Punk wins, gets his win back. Now we're 1-1 and we head into Bad Blood. probably Hell in a Cell. But we could still get there with Drew winning if Punk says, I'm done with this. I'm done with all the bull. Give me my bracelet. Drew says no. Punk says, fine. One more time, you and me, and I'll even sweeten the pot for you. I win. We're done. I'm the better man, and I get my bracelet back. You give it to me willingly. But you win, and I leave WWE. Drew would be too enthralled in the idea of getting that to happen. Would take the match. Punk wins. Hell in a Cell. Ta-da. So they could do that. They could go that route. But I'm going to take Punk to win here. Tie it up. Give us the rubber match at Bad Blood. Up next, we have the WWE Undisputed Championship match between current champion Cody Rhodes and challenger Kevin Owens. I don't have a lot to say here, honestly. Cody's going to win. We all know Cody's going to win. The bigger story here is whether or not Kevin will turn heel. I could make an argument for both sides, so I'm not going to bother trying to predict that because that could go either way. Kevin Owens is not as bad as the Big Show, but is kind of like today's gen of the Big Show, where if you need him to be a heel or a face, you can switch him on a dime and people wouldn't be surprised. Kevin Owens is so loved, he can be a face at any moment, and so despicable that he could be a heel at any moment. So whether or not they choose to turn him heel, I'm not sure, but there's no doubt that Cody retains here. So let's move on to what I would assume has to be the main event. For the World Heavyweight Championship, champion Gunther defending against challenger, 14-time world champion Randy Orton. If you'd asked me this 2 weeks ago, there was no doubt in my mind it was going to be Gunther. I'm still fairly confident it's going to be Gunther, but this added element of if Orton wins the title, he gets transferred to Raw and Gunther gets transferred to SmackDown. That added element almost makes me think it could be Orton. Just because Raw could use some big name baby faces and has plenty of heels that could challenge for the title if Orton was champion. And then Gunther goes over to SmackDown. Hell, he could continue his story with Giovanni Vinci. He could start prepping to go after the world champion or the WWE championship against Cody. There's avenues where this could be a great transaction, switching Orton and Gunther's brands, but I don't see it. I don't see Gunther losing his first title defense in Germany. I just don't see it. Could be wrong, but I'm going to take Gunther here. So just as a recap, no title changes. I'm going to take the Unholy Union, Cody and Gunther, all to retain. I'm going to take Punk to beat Drew, and I'm going to take Judgment Day to defeat the Terror Twins. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys think I'm wrong about any of this, if I made a horrible decision on any of it, or if you think, you know what, maybe he made some good points. I'm kind of with him. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and then make sure to check out the predictions for No Mercy, which is the following day. This pay-per-view is Saturday, August 31st. That is this coming Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. No Mercy is the following day, September 1st, Sunday. So keep an eye out on the channel here for predictions for that pay-per-view as well, or premium live event. And with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I am Pip. Y'all are the greatest, and when in doubt, we'll see you next time. See ya!